Okay, final world, secret world, forgotten realm. This is the level where these things are spinning. We've got a funky swing that's gonna get this guy right into this pocket, and this thing's just gonna rotate around like this. Oh god, I'm on 5x speed. Starting over. So this would catch, dunk him right there. And then he just drives over to the flag. I was trying to get, is it 6th place, top 1%? I was trying to get a swing working. It's like a full swing. But I couldn't ever, like this part here is actually really good. That's a very good launch, but I couldn't really figure out how to get them to the goal from there. Some other people have managed swing solutions, so I'm sure that sort of thing can work, but I didn't get it working yet. Perhaps another time. For now, I'm in 6th, and yeah, the top solution definitely looks like some kind of swing. Okay, this is the level where one of these has to get over the other. This solution's kind of bullshit, but I mean, the banana bridge is pretty robust. There's basically no mechanism to make them get over. This guy's stalled a tiny bit by this road, just a tiny bit. And then he takes a while to get up here and just... Yep. The bridge can just take it. Crazy. It looks so easy. 4th, top 1%. So this is the level where you've got these 4 roads, you can't place other roads, and you've got to arrange them like this. There are a number of people doing kind of like dangly solutions where you just try to like have them wobble into place. And those solutions do cost a lot less than this, but I decided I wanted to do a mechanical solution. So we have, let's see, these 2 roads are going to detach from these 2 roads. This road here, this pivot point, wait, is it that pivot point? No, it's this. Which one is it? Oh yeah, so this is the road that our hydraulic is moving, and this road is actually using this arm is what's going to rotate it into the correct spot. Yeah, this arm here is what's grabbing the end of that road, and we end up with this weird double layered line of wood in the middle. Ninth place, top 1%. Kind of lucky that 9th counts as top 1%. On some of these levels, you have to be like 4th. This level's a pain. This is the one you get 2 foundation. Honestly, I wonder if it would be cheaper if you had access to even more foundation. Crazy as it sounds. This truck is heavy, and you have to make him jump, and I don't know why they don't let you build past this area, because it is like tough to make the jump work, even just going as far as you can go. Do we have anything funky happening? I have this like lopsided steel diamond, where one side of it is steel and the other side is wood, because putting a steel here, the steel would break. So you do a half steel, half wood diamond, but make the wood side larger, so more stress goes on the steel. This part looks kind of neat, but actually it's the part I think probably has the most room for improvement. This was not my favorite level to optimize. It is a pain to get that working. 6th place, top 1%, but as you can see, the jumps are pretty big. $7,000 from 6th to 5th. Ah, the spring level. Falling roads. So this one basically, the roads are pre-placed and you have springs and you need to make them fall. And just like I said in my first video for just the first playthrough, it's these wall braces that make it work. Everything else is tiny by comparison. And we have this little thing here. If this road just falls, it'll break. But here, this spring's gonna hit the ground before the road does and cushion it. And still, it gets very close to breaking. But that's a nice way to avoid having breaks. I don't need this road or this road at all. This one, I couldn't really get it to not break. There's probably a way, but I didn't manage. But yeah, it's nice if you're able to just get rid of them. Not have to worry. It dips a little bit. Yeah, not the craziest solution once you get the wall braces going and put some springs in the right spot. Second place, and first place doing something that's a lot cheaper. So I'm not sure what that is. Top 1%. This level, when I made this solution, it was actually number 1 by a reasonable amount. At this point, someone's beaten me. Essentially, what's going to happen is this is the level, again, pre-placed roads, and you need to organize them so that they go in a straight line here. You've got exactly enough road for that. So I've got one hydraulic that's going to pull these roads down to here, and then these roads are connected to a pivot point that if they rotate around that pivot point, they'll end up here. And do I have a... No, that's the other solution. Yeah, this one, it's a little bit different from that because this wood rope is connected to here rather than connected to here, so this is actually going to move a little as the hydraulic's contracting, but that's the general premise. Nice. And the center one can be super cheap. Second place, I was actually trying to shave the budget down to 13999 and didn't manage. So, rip me. This is another jump level, the one where this middle thing is spinning. This guy has to jump down, get his checkpoint, and jump off of that. Then this guy, when the thing's spun up a bit, he's gonna jump down and get his checkpoint and go down to here. Honestly, I think this game has a few too many jump levels. They blur together a fair bit. It's a jump. I didn't try to optimize it too much, so 4th place, top 1%, but you can see, save 1,000, save another 1,000, and 1st place saves another 2,000. But at a certain point, just... You know, it's just another jump level. Okay, here's one. This is the trapdoor level. I'm gonna load up... Oh wow, my lowest stress solution actually is also this. Amazing. Oh, my original strategy with a bunch of steel isn't even lower stress. Amazing. But yeah, we got a big banana in the middle and just tiny little flaps on the sides that the guys will drive up. This guy's actually gonna have some big trouble getting up his, but he'll make it. And this bridge over here is just resting on him at the start. Oh no! We fell over! Whatever shall we do? We lost our box. Oh. Nope, we're okay. 5th place, top 1%. So this one, my original solution, actually is now gone, because apparently this was lower stress. Funny how that happens. But it's basically the same as my original solution, where I just have one thing here that this guy's gonna jump and jump off of it and get up to here, and then we just push the thing up and he's gonna go back and jump off of it and come up to here. It's just a proper design rather than these massive ropes being held up on the sides. So, woohoo. Yeah, did I mention this game has too many jump levels? I don't dislike jump levels that much, but when there's too many of them, they blur together. Second place, top 1%. This one, it's literally just the same solution as when I was doing the casual playthrough. This is just still good. There is another design that saves a lot of money, something that relies on slowing this car down and then using a funky banana bridge in the center. But I didn't want to do a full redesign. You can find it in the gallery though. That's 7th place, top 1%, and only one person has done this funky banana. So, God, I wish this was in 2D, but this is a top road. This road just drops. This guy's got like some weird flips that he does to slow him down. The hydraulic lifts this road up so that he can get out, lowers it back down for this guy, and it just kind of wobbles into place. So no foundation necessary, but the whole thing is about slowing this guy down enough. I imagine that even though he gets slowed down, since he accelerates so fast, it's probably still tough to get working. Oh god, screw this level. This is the level where you can't build down here, but you have to get the star down here. So, I actually like this kind of dangling road so much more than the Polybridge 2 dangling road. But not everyone agrees with me on that. In Polybridge 2, this level would have been like one spring here, one spring here, maybe one spring here. The whole rest of it would be road, and then you'd just spend like 7 hours randomly tweaking pixels hoping it works. In this game, it's actually a lot more strategy about where do you put the springs, how big are the springs, where can you remove road to put rope instead so that your bridge is lighter, you know, where do you need more road so the guy will actually be able to drive over it. It's actually a much more strategic process in this game, so I don't dislike this dangling road nearly as much as from previous Polybridge games. And this guy's a bit slow on that last road there, so we'll speed it up to 5 times. I did have a previous solution where literally he took over a minute on 5x speed getting up the last 2 roads. That was a fun one. But it was like 9,000 something. Second place, top 1%. And this level, so this is the one. This guy goes up here, you can't, the roads are pre-placed, then you get a hydraulic phase, and this guy needs to get this checkpoint, then you get a hydraulic phase, and he needs to get here. So this was the one where I had one hydraulic, and you pull him, and then this big arm just connects it up there for him to go. That's not the budget solution. Even though at some point I did have a pretty good budget solution with that strategy when I narrowed it down, that's not what you do. What you do is a catapult. And keep in mind, in Polybridge 3, as long as he touches the flag before something breaks, it doesn't matter how much breaks. So keep an eye on this. Yep, there's not much leeway between him touching the flag and that breaking. But of course, Only 99.31% stress. This is clearly an unbreaking solution. A very safe, reusable bridge. 4th place, top 1%. And this level, for some reason, I don't know how, somehow there's a glitch on this level where the level is not deterministic. My solution here only works about 1 in 3 times. I get it to work 4 out of 12 and then stopped counting. So he's always going to make it up here. He's always going to get to this, but this isn't always going to drop him down into this little cat flap. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, this is the level where you build some kind of a big loop, and then you can build another big loop on the other side, but of course, screw that. We'll see if we can get one to work. Hopefully just 3 or 4 tries here. Come on. Come on. Oh god. Oh god, you can do it. Yeah. Nope. Rather annoying. Come on. Come on. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Oh man, bad luck getting 0 for 3. Come on. Up you go. Dang it. 0 for 4. That's really bad luck. Again, this design was working for me about 1 in 3 times. Kinda consistently 1 in 3 times, so 0 for 6 is real bad. We never had a stretch that bad. At a certain point, I don't really care too much if a successful run makes it into the video. The cool part is on the right side anyways. Yeah, that'd be a nice sign to see just before going on a bridge. Driver discretion advised. Bridge works 1 in 3 times. Come on, this is crazy. Literally it worked, then it didn't work twice, then it worked, then it didn't work twice, then it worked. Right, we hit 1 in 3, we hit 2 in 6, we hit 3 in 9, we hit 4 in 12, and now we're like 0 in 8. Yeah, the bridge is also upside down while working 1 in 3 times. Well, I guess that's going to be the end of the top 1% series. It is indeed top 1%. I actually don't think I have... Oh, there, we got one. Nice. 4th place, top 1%. I don't know what 1st place is doing differently, because this design doesn't have that much money to save. Maybe there's some much cheaper way to get him across this area. Or maybe you can just try to like perfectly balance him on the wheel. Just have him drive across there without needing a ceiling. But yeah, that's... Oh, this will take forever to load, and some of the levels aren't properly updated on this thing. Like, these are literally the levels we just did, where they all said top 1%, and here some of them say top 2%. I don't know why that is. But yeah, top 1% at all levels in Polybridge 3. I don't think I'm gonna wait for this whole thing to load, because it doesn't go terribly fast, but yeah. It's a nice feature that they have the rankings and the total cost you have on all bridges. I don't remember when I first checked, but when I first checked it was over 4 million. probably early on in the top 1% grind. And I've gone back a few times for some of the levels where I dropped out of the top 1%, or if the level stopped working for whatever reason. We can also see the ranks that I have in the levels. I've got an 8th place, a 9th, and as we get to the later worlds, I'll have more good places. A 5th. Oh, I think I know which level this one is, huh? A 4th. This one, I think, is that one hydraulic level where I had first, where I decided to split the roads differently from everyone else. And I was first for a bit. A 3rd place. It's hard to keep a first place when you upload all your videos to the gallery. It's definitely tough. Lots of 4s and 5s, a 3, 7s and 8, 6, 8, 4, 9, 4, 8, 4. Yeah, there's a lot of single-digit streaks. Hey, first place on Fetch Quest. Oh yeah, that's the one with the hydraulic that just swings into place. Oh, that one says top 2%. I wonder if that's accurate or if that's this thing being weird. Yeah, some of the levels say top 2%. I definitely have seen the numbers on this screen be different from the numbers on the level itself. For instance, these are the ones from this video. Anyways, that's top 1%. I've spent 2.3 million, $2,374,561 on all bridges combined. Maybe that's the number to keep track of going forwards if we do updates. Anyways, yeah. So next thing I'm working on is going to be the no hydraulic challenge. I don't know when that's going to come out or what the structure for the video or videos will be. And I might do top 1% stress. We'll see. The gallery you can't sort by stress, so I don't know if that one will be as exciting. But I do like the idea of trying to actually make things that look like bridges for a change. Yeah. Top 1% complete.